Shalom Akim. Call Halayim La Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi Bahashem Yahawadah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I have grown in this truth under. And shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatah. Alright, so we're going to get into this lesson, man. A whole bunch of stuff is going on. You know what I mean? You got Biden that's out here doing all kinds of crazy shit, man. I mean, you know, passing laws, unrighteous decrees. Man, you got Australia. Yo, man. The word draconian is Australia right now. You know what I'm saying? You about to see all this stuff take place. All this stuff take place. It's going to come to a state, to a city near you. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of all this madness and chaos and prophecy, you know, all these prophecies is kicking off. Still, you know, you got these 2/3 out here that's still trusting in their oppressors. They're still trusting in these people who couldn't care less about them. You know what I'm saying? And literally all they got to do is just give you a couple things here and there, some trinkets, you know, some symbolic victories to make you feel like you belong, to make you feel like they love you, to make you feel like they care about you, when they have an entire track record of generations of hating you. Hundreds of years documented in recent history. You know what I'm saying? And here we are at the precipice, and you still, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So we're going to start off with this article, dailymail.com. Got two articles for you from Daily Mail. It says Richmond unveils 2-foot bronze statue of emancipated slaves near the site of the torn down monument of Confederate General Robert E. Lee in victory for BLM. And it's already come out as an exposure that BLM was full of shit. You know what I'm saying? The founders were full of shit. The one that funds it is an Amalekite. You know what I'm saying? Of the chief house of Edom that hates your ass. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. They hate us. They hate the Israelites, man. You see what I'm saying? And nobody could ever put two and two together, man. But all they got to do is put some symbolic victory in front of you. You see? And even when you look at this image, you got the dude and you got the Jake in chains, man. He's in chains, and then you got the woman standing up on the podium, you know, being loud and clamorous, you know, because she's supposed to be the face of the community, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's the message that they push. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, through the woman we all die, but that's for a different lesson, man. That's for a different lesson. So let's continue with this. It says Virginia officials unveiled the Emancipation and Freedom Monument in honor of African Americans who fought for freedom before and after emancipation. And now you can see the fruits of their labors, huh? You can see the fruits of their labors. All this freedom and emancipation. What has that got you, huh? That's got our women. That's got our women out here twerking, looking a fool. You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting themselves and then turning around and telling everybody to respect them. They disrespect their men. They disrespect their families. They destroy their houses. You know what I'm saying? They despise their children. They don't love their children. They don't protect their children. But they turn around and say, protect us. You know what I'm saying? Look at the men out here. The men are acting foolish. Out here walking around, you know, killing each other for the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking a straight mess out here. And who rules over them? Who reigns over them? Who raises them? The same women. Anyway, designated by Oregon sculptor Thomas J. Warren. Designed by Oregon sculptor Thomas J. Warren, the monument features two 12-foot bronze statues of newly freed slaves. One statue depicts a woman carrying a baby while holding up a document that displays the date President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, and that shows just how dumb you niggas is, man. Shows just how dumb y'all niggas are, man, because emancipation does not mean your freedom. It simply means that you're being transferred. And we were transferred from private ownership to the federal ownership, to the government ownership. You see what I'm saying? That's why slavery is not done away with. Slavery is not gone. It's alive and well through the prison industrial complex. All you gotta do is just look at the bill, man. Just look at the 13th Amendment. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. And the funny thing is, so-called black women know this. So-called black women know this. You see what I'm saying? It's obvious right now. It's obvious that there's a clear pipeline between from the school system to the prison system. It's clear at this point. You see what I'm saying? So that shows how little you know. It says a few feet away is another statue of a man with whipping scars scattered all over his back, with his arms stretched out in front of him with shackles at his feet. You see? And you niggas is still shackled. And you shackled under the very women who claim they love you. You shackled under the very women who claim they love you. The statues were unveiled just weeks after the 21-foot statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee was removed from his pedestal. You see what I'm saying? And you can remove the statue, but the system remains in place. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed, man. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. It's unbelievable, man. And I'm not even gonna get into it, man. Not even gonna get into it. Not even gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? They don't see us in any sort of authority. Not in any sort of authority. But the Most High is about to turn all that upside down, man. The water Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. It's madness, dude. It's madness. All we gotta do is just put another idol in front of you, and you'll think you won something. Let's start off with Hosea. Go to Hosea chapter 13. Hosea chapter 13 verse 9. It says, O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thine help. You see what I'm saying? But in me is thine help. You see, Israel done destroyed themselves, man. Israel has destroyed herself to the point where y'all will accept anything. Y'all will accept anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will run to anybody. Anyone who just says, oh yeah, you know, you're welcome, you're free, you're this, you're that, you know what I'm saying? But they can't see for the life of them that this is just a trap. You know what I'm saying? All this is a trap to keep you stuck in the same system. Emancipation and Freedom Monument. That's an oxymoron. Let's continue verse 10. It says, I will be thy king. I will be thy king. But y'all looking at Esau Edom as your king. Especially the woman, man. She looking at Zaddy. She looking at Zaddy. You see what I'm saying? She be looking at Zaddy. That's her king. That's her king. She can't even look up to her own men. Says, I will be thy king. Where is any other that may save thee in all thy cities, and thy judges of whom thou saidst, give me a king and princes. You see? Let me say that again. I will be thy king. Where is any other that may save thee in all thy cities, and thy judges of whom thou sayest, give me a king and princes? See what I'm saying? You niggas is gonna learn, man. All you niggas is gonna learn. All y'all are gonna learn. Let's go to the next article. Here we go. Second article from DailyMail.com. It says, reined in. White House bans Border Patrol agents from using horses to control Haitian migrants after whipping controversy. First of all, they should have never had whips in the first place, right? You would think that. You would think that. You see, ain't nothing different about this administration. Nothing's different about Biden. He hates you just as much as the last guy. As a matter of fact, he hates you even more. He hates you even more than the last guy. You know why? Because he has a proven track record of showing that hatred. He has a proven track record of showing that hatred. But you can't tell Jake nothing. Can't tell Jake nothing. See what I'm saying? Can't tell Jake nothing. Had these crackers on horses whipping these niggas. Whipping these jokers coming from Haiti. With babies in their arms. Pregnant women too. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Nothing's different. Nothing is different in September. What is it? September 23rd, 2021. September 23rd, 2021. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed about this devil. Ain't nothing different about him. Nothing. Huh? Can the Ethiopian change his skin? Can a leopard change his spots? Hey man, let's get that. Let me get that. in Jeremiah. There we go. This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. It says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil." And these Edomites are accustomed to do evil. These so-called white people are accustomed to do just that. They are accustomed to do just that. They cannot deviate from what they are. They cannot. From the least of these Edomites to the greatest of these Edomites, ain't nothing changed, man. You can have a conversation with any of these Edomites over anything, and just right out the blue, they could bring up race. They could bring up your race, you know, a black and white thing. You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue, out of the blue, out of nothing, nowhere, out of nowhere. Why? Because they know. Because they know it's embedded in them. They hate y'all. They hate us to the core. To the core. And some of them don't even know why. Actually, I'd say most of them don't even know why. Because it's embedded. Let me read that again. It says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil." You see? "Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." You see what I'm saying? And it don't matter what you're doing, it don't matter what y'all talking about, no matter what the circumstances is, that rust will always show up. That rust has not been altogether wiped away. It can't. It can't. After all these hundreds of years of hating y'all think something's going to change in the past 20, 30 years? 40 years? Come on. Come on, man. Ain't nothing changed, bro. Ain't nothing changed. It says, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said Thursday that DHS will no longer allow the use of horses in Del Rio after outcry over images showing agents on horseback appearing to use whips on a crowd of migrants. "I can also convey to you that the Secretary also conveyed to civil rights leaders earlier this morning that we would no longer be using horses in Del Rio," Psaki said during her daily press briefing. Listen, ain't nothing changed, man, and ain't nothing gonna change. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, everything's going to intensify and magnify and multiply to the 50th power when Jacob's trouble fully comes into play. Everything's going to show up full force, man. All these Edomites are going to show you what they really about. All of them. You see what I'm saying? This is what all these so-called Israelite leaders ain't teaching y'all. They not warning y'all about. Aside from Great Millstone and those that's teaching the likewise doctrine, man, y'all ain't getting warned. Y'all ain't being warned of this. You see what I'm saying? Talking about there's no Jacob's trouble coming. Hey, man. Hey, can you even fathom that there would be a time worse than the transatlantic slave trade? Can you fathom that? No, it's hard to fathom that. But the scriptures say this is going to be like a time. It's going to be a time unlike any other. Before Yahawah shows up, it's going to be a time unlike any other. And that's why the scriptures say, when he shows up, shall there be faith upon the earth. It's going to be that bad. It's going to be that bad. See what I'm saying? Right. It says so that is something, a policy change that has been made in response. DHS figures released Thursday show 12 flights have sent over 1,400 back to Haiti, while 3,206 remained in custody waiting either to be released or expelled. 5,000 are still camped out under the International Bridge in Del Rio, Texas. 15,000 once camped out under the International Bridge before seeking asylum, and it's not clear where the other approximate 5,000 have gone. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real, man. It's getting real. These devils is about to show their horns, man. They about to show their horns, and they're gonna have nothing. It's gonna be nothing to stop them. The Most High is going to unleash them. That's what y'all ain't understanding. There's so many people not understanding this. The Most High is about to fully unleash these devils. The sword is sharpened, man, and it's furbished to give into the hands of the slayers against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. But you can't tell our people nothing, man. Let's go to Isaiah, the 30th chapter. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me. That take counsel, but not of me." Y'all seek the counsel of Edom, but y'all don't seek the counsel of the Most High Yahawah. "And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down into Egypt." That walk to go down into Egypt. And this is that Egypt, that modern day Egypt. You see what I'm saying? As it is written in the book of Revelations, 11th chapter. This place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. I don't even have to break that down to you, man. This is the place of bondage, which Egypt means bondage. And this has been that place of bondage for you Israelites. This is spiritually Sodom. Well, I ain't got to explain to you what went down in Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody know what that means. This place is spiritually Sodom. You see that the alphabet lifestyle around here, man. You see it. The rainbow tribes. The rainbow tribe. You see that. Don't need to be broken down. It says that walk down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. They trust in Esau's laws. They trust in their justice system. But they ain't learned nothing. Here we are, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, stuck here in America. And we telling y'all straight up, these jokers, they ain't changed one iota. And you guys want to come here? Hey, man. Going on you. Verse 3. It says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." You see? And that's how it's going to go, man. That's how it's going to go. Let's jump on down to verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, "See not," and to the prophets, "Prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things." Prophesy deceits. You see what I'm saying? Don't tell us that Esau is a bad person. Don't tell us that Edom is the house of wickedness. The border of wickedness. Don't tell us that. Don't tell us that these so-called white people are evil and trying to kill us. No, we're in 2021. Everybody loves us, man. It's all love. We all get along. And yet y'all stay marching. You see what I'm saying? Y'all stay marching for the same shit that your grandmamas, your great grandmamas, your great grandpappies was marching about what? You know what I'm saying? 70 years ago. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. But prophesied deceits though. Tell us it's gonna be alright though. Tell us ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble though. Verse 11, get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. That's what y'all asking for, but check it. It says, wherefore thus saith Yahawah, the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, which is what you diggers do, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, that's what y'all do. Y'all trust in this oppression, y'all trust in this perverseness. Y'all trust in this place full of filth. And because of that, verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. When Jacob's trouble kicks off, y'all are going to be right there in the middle of it. Right there in the middle of it. See what I'm saying? All they had to do was put a couple idols in front of you. Huh? Right? All they had to do was put a couple bronze idols in front of y'all. Let's go back to that. Bear with me. You see what I'm saying? That's all they had to do. Put a couple bronze idols in front of you, and you'll see that as salvation. You'll see this devil as your savior. You'll see this devil as in, oh, he loves us now. He cares about us now. Let's jump down to verse 20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. You see, either you want to see us or not, either you want to hear us or not, the prophets are out here. The prophets are out here. The teachers are out here. The preachers are out here. The real ones. The ones that the Most High sent. Yahawah said he would send y'all teachers according to his heart. You see? Who will cry out and spare not. Cry loud, spare not. And lift up their voices like a trumpet, to warn the people and to tell them of their transgressions and to give warning from the Most High. Verse 21, it says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right, hand, and when you turn to the left. And ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver and the ornaments of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. And we toss these images of bronze away as a minstrel's cloth. A minstrel's cloth. You know what I'm saying? Cloth full of blood. And toss it away. Toss it away, man. You see what I'm saying? Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. And that's what we saying. That's what the hopeful elect are saying, man. Because those that's idolizing these statues, they looking to stay here. That's what they want. They want to stay here. These niggas, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, they want to stay right here. And y'all gonna stay here, man. Y'all gonna stay here. Yahawah Ratazah, I'd be one of those that make it on those chariots, man. You see what I'm saying? Because the hopeful elect don't want to stay here. The hopeful elect don't want to stay here. The hopeful elect say no to the happy juice. They say no to the happy juice. They say no to the charagma, the MOTB. They say no. They already set in their minds and in their spirit to say no. No matter how hard it gets, to say no. No matter if you're faced with death, to say no. So what if we uncomfortable, man? Shit, this place has been uncomfortable for us from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? This place been uncomfortable for us. This place has been bitter. That's what America means. America means bitter. You see what I'm saying? And it's time to get up out of here, man. It's time to leave. It's time to actually be free. It's time to actually be in rulership. It's time to actually have that power again. But you got to go through the straight gate, and the straight gate's coming. The straight gate's coming, but you got to break out of Egypt. You got to break out of Egypt. You got to break away from these idols. You got to toss it away from you like a minstrel's cloth. You got to say no to all of it. Say, no, I don't care about your symbolic victories because I know the truth. And the truth is that ain't nothing changed and nothing will change. Leave it up to niggas, man. We be here for another 1,000 years. And we can't, this place won't last another 1,000 years. Not even another 10 years, goddammit. I don't see this place lasting longer than 2024. Lord willing, we be out of here before that time. Lord willing. Lord willing, it be soon. I'm talking next year. Kinda soon. And with all these prophecies kicking off, man, that may be the case. Alright, so I got a couple more presets here. Let's see. I think I want to grab let's go to Jeremiah chapter 2. Alright, this is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 32. It says, can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. You see? Days without number. Hey, man. You would choose these people. Why choose these people to be over you instead of the Most High? Why not trust in Him, man? You would go for His happy juice instead of trusting in Him and His word? If there's one thing about the Most High, is that His word is His bond. And He means that shit. His word is His bond. And He will always stand by it. And we gotta stand by it. You see what I'm saying? We the ones that made the covenant with Him. By blood. We the ones. And we got to uphold this contract. We got to uphold our end of the bargain. We got to turn back to Him. You see what I'm saying? In my last lesson, my previous lesson, what was it? Let the delicate comely woman, you know what I'm saying, be reconciled. So, you know, that's what Israel needs to do in these final hours, man. Be reconciled to her husband. The comely woman has to be reconciled with her husband again, man. Stop it with this foolishness. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. That's the spirit right there. It says, this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. It says, turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahawah, for I am married unto you. For I am married unto you. You see? For I am married unto you. And I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Let's jump down to verse 18. It says, in those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north, out of North America, out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. You see? And the Most High is going to gather all of us from every corner of the globe. This final Exodus is going to be the grand slam of all of it. Right? Alright, so I'm gonna cut that there, man. I pray this was edifying. I want to say, call Haloyim La, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akhwat that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatah. Shalom.